So talking about bugs and reproduction steps, because that's how you solve bugs. And so I have a good L4D2 example for even a game like that. That was pretty solid. Is we had a crash. We had a crash, and it was like maybe 9 at night or something. And but the alarm bells ring. And so really, what it is everybody who's not a engineer is playing the game. Because at this point, we're really close to cert. We're not putting in more content. We're just looking for bugs and we're looking for crashes. So you're hanging out with your friends playing Left 4 Dead. It's not a bad gig. But we have a crash. So now what we're doing is we're looking for the reproduction steps that will cause that crash. And the only thing we know right now is they can remember is they were playing Hard Rain. As one person crashed. Okay, were you the server? No. Okay, that's good. Figure this out. And so now an engineer can hook up a profiler or whatever and look at the code that is running and do a bunch of diagnostics. But it's not crashing. And it's not crashing for anybody else. So wait, is it that machine? Let's just keep playing it and see if we can get somebody else. Oh, it's Hard Rain. And it's happening in the playground. Okay. What else were you doing? Oh, so what you need to do is you need to have 2 people stand over here. One of them throw a grenade over there. And you get all these weird steps to see if you can reproduce it. And that's where I say, it kind of becomes like religion, where you just kind of have this blind faith of okay, I need to do this, and then I need to do this, and then look over there, and then do this, and this is all going to cause this bug because it's some set of events. And then you try to strip it away and go, well, what if I don't do that? What if I don't do that? What if I don't do that? And it ends up, it's the horde by the playground area is a really big area, and the horde coming out, it was a memory issue. It was coming down. But it took, I don't know, a dozen of us playing from probably 9 at night till about 2 or 3 in the morning to solve that bug. Solve that bug by playing and reproducing those steps. But that's the steps that you need to have an understanding of what's causing this bug, because you can't just, sometimes you can submit a bug and the engineer can look at it and go, oh, that's obvious what's happening. But sometimes they're like, what were you doing for this to happen? This should never happen. And well, so when you're playing as a developer, you also have to be paying attention to what you're doing and taking notes. The first person who crashed didn't do a good job of that. That's okay. We may have been drinking beer. But you want to build that, right? You want to build that tool of exactly what you're doing. Now, the really nice thing with OBS is we actually record our sessions a lot of time when we're playing internally on the Anacrusis, so that we can be like, hey, what was happening when that crash happened? Or we can just pull up the bug stuff. It's gotten better. But there you go. It's a pain in the ass to hunt some of these down. Sometimes it's fun. You get to hang out with friends, drink beer, and play games. But you need those steps to reproduce those bugs. And that's why sometimes bugs that have really hard reproduction steps exist for a lot longer. Even if they exist for you, and it may seem obvious to you, for the developers, they may not be able to reproduce that bug. And so it goes for longer. So anytime you tell a developer there's a bug, give as much information as you can.